today's guest lecturer is a certified project management professional. She's an entrepreneur. She's a youth enthusiast. She is the CEO of Micnerris Company Limited, a books and stationery company or business that puts the customer at the center of whatever they do. Beyond managing Micnerris, please kindly take a seat there so that we can do this quickly. Amma, please take a seat. She's also a manager for a real estate company, Exotic Real Estate. I hope I got the name correctly. Right. And one of the things she does, or she likes doing, is to talk to young people, is to motivate young people, is to give us what we need for this life going forward. And for me, that's what I mentioned, that it could not have been any other person than our today's guest lecturer. So if you agree with me, let's put our hands together and welcome Susan Tornye Amedume.
Hi, everyone. So I just heard the coordinator talking about your group works and everything, and I think that the topic I'm going to be discussing with you today is going to tie in very well with how you take part in your group discussions and how you relate with everybody in your group. My name is Tornye Amedume, as rightly said, and I was once just like you. Today, I do what I do because I always felt like if I had somebody to talk to me and teach me whatever it is I'm going to be talking to you today, I would have been better off, okay? So I want you to take this opportunity to get this basic needs of life, and trust me, it would carry you a very long way into your professional and personal lives, okay? I want to talk about life skills, okay? And there are two broad topics when we talk about life skills. The skills you need in life, okay, are things that we learn at a very basic stage. And some of us take that for granted, but they go a very long way to help us, okay? And these two skills, like I'm talking about, are life skills and social and emotional learning skills. I wanted to throw the question to you, but I think that time has elapsed, and I just want to go straight to the point. Sorry. Is it going to go off? Okay. So, life skills are the abilities for adaptive and positive behavior. They can be grouped into two, that's hard and soft skills that we need in life, okay? So soft skills are the abilities that you get to communicate with and work with, okay? And also hard skills are the abilities that you get through education, which is what we are doing right here. There are so many benefits you get from learning life skills. Life skills can benefit us in becoming very confident, okay? Life skills can benefit us in so many ways, okay? Our self-confidence, resilience, creativity, adaptability to life, empathy, and also generally, life skills can also help us achieve our goals, most importantly, and build positive relationships, and also contribute to our communities at large. That is when we decide to become leaders, okay? I have put together a list of important life skills topics that I'm going to be discussing today. These are housekeeping skills. You're going to also be looking at the technical skills, money management skills, wellness and mental health skills, survival skills, leadership skills. Okay, housekeeping skills. These are the very, very basic skills that we need. Okay, whether we are young or old, whether you are a man or a woman, and also it doesn't matter the level at which you are in life, you are still going to be needing these skills. It can be as little as waking up and laying your bed in the morning. Somebody once said that the biggest thing you can achieve in life every morning is when you wake up and you lay your bed. Trust me, it's very, very simple, but a lot of us are not able to do that in the morning. Am I lying? If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. You know, and I know how difficult it is to just wake up and say you are laying your bed. But trust me, it's the biggest achievement to you. If you like, try it. You see how confident you feel in the morning when you lay your bed. Okay. There's also a very basic skill that you need to achieve. Okay. For example, something like cooking. If you know how to cook, it will help you in life. Okay. So assuming that you are in the home, I know most of us maybe had house helps, okay, doing a lot of things for us ever since we were kids. But have you asked yourself that, are you going to be having house helps when you go to university? Did you come here with your house helps? No, you didn't. I'm sure. So definitely, you need to know how to cook. I know a lot of you nowadays are able to just order food and then they deliver it to you and all that. Okay? I mean, your parents have been able to put themselves in a position where they can afford to provide house helps for you, or even to provide you with money to be able to buy or order food. Ask yourself that today, if my parents are not there, am I going to be able to do these things for myself? Because you are not at the stage where you can do them yet. So in that interim, you should be able to be taking care of yourself without helps and all that. So I like to talk about this a lot because a lot of young people tend to struggle when their parents are not around. Okay, so it's a very important skill to take up. Nowadays, like my daughter will always tell me, there are YouTube channels that teaches you how to cook and everything. Try as much as possible and learn some of these skills. Some of you are lucky to have had your parents teach you how to do this growing up. So you are lucky. Continue doing it and continue learning more about it. So one thing I also want to talk about is technical skills. Okay, we might take these things for granted, but it's very, very important. We have to try and master certain skills that go a long way to help us, and this include your basic writing. I mean, writing very well, okay, goes a long way to help you in life. There are certain things that are your passions, okay? They come naturally with you. You just have to get this kind of technical skills to be able to exhibit them in terms of even making money out of them. Sometimes some people just speak once or twice and they are rich, and you'll be wondering how they did that. Okay, so if you feel like you are somebody who likes to talk to people, or you have a skill like public speaking skills, you must try as much as possible to develop it. And if it is your passion, you realize that it's a technical skill that you are going to be having, which you don't need a lot of things to, or let me say, a lot of resources or a lot of money to be able to speak to people. Meanwhile, just doing this simple thing can actually bring you money, whether you are a student or whether you have become an adult, okay? So as much as possible, we have to create and look at all these skills whilst we are young, work on them, and it will go a long way to adding to your professional life and also making it easier for you to maneuver through life, okay? Another very important topic to talk about is money management skills, okay? How you manage your money will also go a very long way to add to your well-being in future, okay? So you must prioritize a lot of things in your life, okay? There are so many platforms nowadays online where you can learn how to manage your money and invest. You can be sitting in your room and invest money, or invest money and make profits. Okay, it could be all this. I don't know whether you know the forex. I'm sure nowadays young people, this forex markets and all that are in the system where you can invest money and make a lot of income. There's a diagram here that looks at how you manage your money, okay? You have needs, and it's assumed that whatever income you make, 50% of that money necessarily goes to your needs, paying your bills, insurance, rent, groceries, etc., okay? And your wants are things that you can actually do without, and so we can allocate about 30% of your income to your wants. Okay, so those can be your Netflix, your subscriptions, whether internet, Netflix, eating out, like you people like to do a lot. Something that a lot of young people don't want to hear because they feel they are young and they don't need them. But trust me, wellness and mental health skills is something that if you start looking at when you are very, very young, will go a very long way in helping you, okay? I don't know if a lot of you can imagine my age, okay? I started doing this at a very young age, and it has really gone a long way to help me, okay? So, self-discipline, how you take care of your physical body, okay? Exercising. It's very difficult to exercise because people feel it's even a punishment to exercise. Try as much as possible to take exercise serious. And you can only do this if you are disciplined. Okay, I know. I wake up 4 a.m. every day. By 5 a.m., I'm in the gym. Okay? You don't have to go to the gym if you can't do it. Okay? But you can at least run around your house or even your campus. If you are on campus, you can run around. By 6 o'clock, you are done, or even 6:30, 7 o'clock, you are done, and then you are ready to come to school. Okay? It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Once you have self-discipline, you can do that. Your nutrition. Today, a lot of you tend to depend so much on junk food because you don't want to cook, or it's much easier to just take a phone and call and food is delivered to you. And you don't even know what goes into that food. Okay? If you are told to cook, it sounds like punishment to you. But trust me, if you take care of whatever it is you put into your food and whatever you eat, practicing a healthy diet and everything will go a very long way to help you. Imagine you going through the system over here with all the hard work and everything, and by the time you finish, you are sick. Do you think it's good enough? And all the investments your parents would have made and all that would have gone to waste, okay? So as much as possible and as early as possible, try to take all these things into consideration as you are learning over here to become whoever you want to become in future, okay? Self-care, and as much as possible, try and also look at your sleep patterns, okay? You do a lot, you study a lot, and so you need to rest your mind. Always try, don't go watching Netflix throughout the night and then wake up and come to school, right? You are putting a lot of stress on your brains and on your whole system as a human being. So try as much as possible and rest. Personal hygiene is very, very important. Yeah? How you take care of your body. I know, you see, these are things that we don't like talking about, but they are very, very important as you grow in life. So, you know, some people have lost marriages because of personal hygiene. Maybe some people must have lost boyfriends because of personal hygiene. Okay? So when I was a young child, my grandmother used to always say to me that as a lady or as a gentleman, you can't be looking nice outside. Like you dress, you look good and everything on the street. The minute somebody follows you to your house, their perception about you changes. So please, as much as possible, however you look outside. A lot of young women today like to dress and look sweet and nice outside. But follow them to their house or their rooms. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. So it's very, very important. These little things, we don't even take them into consideration, but it goes a long way with all your education, with all your first class, with all your certificates. This very little thing, hygiene, can put you way back in life. So please, let's look at it when we are, as we progress in life, okay? I don't want to talk about hairs and stuff because today we have different kinds of styles. I mean, people want to do, sorry, but you see, as much as possible, just make sure that whatever it is you are doing looks presentable, okay? It gives you, make sure that it puts you in a respectful, okay? When people see you, let them think that this person is somebody I can work with, or I can talk to, or I can engage or something. When you are coming and somebody looks at you, they should be able to say, I want to relate with this person, okay? So be careful how you present yourself, because how you present yourself is how you are bought. Or how you sell yourself is how you are bought. Okay, so let's take all these things into consideration. Like I said earlier, exercise is a beautiful thing. Apart from the fact that it gives you self-confidence, apart from the fact that you are healthy, or you have a very good physique when you are exercising, it also creates a very powerful mental health for you. You are able to control yourself and how you think and how other people's activities or behaviors affect you. Okay, there's an extra confidence that comes with when you train or you go to the gym or you do some form of exercise in the morning. It keeps you alive. it makes you want to do more for yourself. So let's take it serious. Let's not be lazy. I always say that people who don't like doing that are lazy. I hope you are not. Another thing or another skill you need to have, okay, is survival skills. Okay, when you are hit left and right with problems, how are you able to overcome? Okay, and then also, as a young person, you should try as much as possible to keep yourself safe. Ask yourself that at every point in time where you are, is it a safe environment to be in? Okay, we often hear in the news that somebody has done this, somebody has done that, and they are in a bad condition and all that. As a human being, when you are doing something that is not good for you, you definitely know. Okay, if the rule is that don't drive or don't speed over 120 per hour or whatever they say, and you go and you are driving at that top speed. You know, sometimes when I see people on the road driving, I ask them, do they think they have two lives or something? You know? So just think about it. Apart from the fact that your parents are going to be losing a very huge part of their investment, trust me, you are your parents' investment. But some of you don't see it that way. You just think that life is all to be lived as a young person. And so whatever you do that even endangers your life, you don't think about it. But we parents sit down and we are always thinking how safe you are, how you're going to be protected and all that. If you know that drinking that alcohol will definitely destroy your liver, why do you go ahead to do it? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? So these are all the things you do to survive. Don't put yourself in positions where you know the repercussions. If you know that if you go and chase this girl, and she disappoints you, it will worry your mind. And it will not let you concentrate. Why do you even go to do that in the first place? You know? I have young people in my house, and so I know what I'm talking about. We go through it every day. Okay? So let's try as much as possible to keep ourselves out of trouble. We are in school and we are here for a reason. And we have to concentrate on why we are here. Okay? I always tell my children that, there's a time for everything. As you are in school, prepare yourself, concentrate in school. When you finish and you get out there, okay, trust me, you wouldn't have to be looking for anything because you have everything that you need to be up there. And I tell my son that if a girl is disturbing you right now, forget about them. If one girl is disturbing you right now, imagine when you grow and you achieve whatever you are supposed to be achieving. There will be hundreds. So why are you wasting your time chasing one right now? Do you understand? Do you understand? And it takes a lot of self-discipline to be able to do all these things. So your mindset will take you there. Try as much as possible to build whatever it is that you need today. As you are in school, do all these things right now. Don't wait. There's no time to do it when you grow up. Okay? 5 years from now, ask yourself, where do I want to be? And imagine where you are going to be in 5 years' time. Now is the time to do all these things. And when you see yourself in 5 years, you'll be like proud that this is what I've done for myself. A lot of young people are in school because they think, my parents want me to come to school. It's not for your parents, honestly. It's for you yourself. Yeah? After you have mastered all the skills that I've talked about earlier on, becoming a leader is very easy. Okay? If you are able to master everything, keeping yourself clean, concentrating on your books, studying hard to achieve your grades or whatever it is, keeping your well-being in shape and everything, you realize that the sky is your limit. Wherever you go, you become a leader automatically. Okay? So all the values and the lessons that you learn as a child will definitely put you at the top position when you eventually graduate from here and then you go into the world. So as much as possible, it is not only the books that you are studying over here that makes you a leader. It is the little consistent efforts that you put in on a daily basis, training yourself, training your minds, that puts you in a position of leadership when you grow up. And you are in this school, being in this school automatically makes you a leader, okay? It is the very little things that you add to it, your way of life, your behavior, your relationship with other people and all that, that would put you in a leadership position. I always tell my children that, look, we are not sending you to school to be ordinary people. We are sending you to school to create opportunities for other people. You don't come to school because when you finish, you want to go and work for somebody. Okay? You are in school because you want to learn the techniques that will let you become an employer in future. I don't want to hear that I want to go and work for this person. I want to go and work for that person. I want you to say that you are employing this number of people. And that is the mindset you must have. This kind of mindset will only be intact after you have practiced everything that I've spoken about earlier. Okay? So always keep at the back of your mind. If you don't have the spirit of resilience, you cannot take up challenges. So all these little things will help you become that leader in future. So now that you are in school, okay, this is the aspect of skills that you are acquiring over here. Okay, how to, and that's why your the facilitator was talking about you being in your groups and working with your, these are basically you mimicking whatever happens in the professional world, okay? And if you cannot work in your groups at this stage, I don't think you'll be able to work with people when you go out there. So take these things very, very seriously. They go a long way to help you, okay? If you know how to manage your emotions, it means that when you are in a group and you are working in a group, nothing anybody will do in that group will upset you, right? You will not get angry to say that this person behaved like this, so I'm not even going to be in that group, or he said this to me, and because of that, I don't want to work. You must have the skill to be able to manage the number of people or the kind of people you work with. You must also understand that we all come from different backgrounds, right? We all come from different cultures. We all come from different places. You have no idea what somebody is going through. And so sometimes when people behave in a certain way, it is your responsibility as to how much you are able to manage yourself to deal with whatever it is somebody is doing against you that you don't like. Okay? I always say that people will always treat you in a certain way. It is your responsibility, okay, to decide how you want to react to however somebody treats you or however somebody behaves towards you. If somebody says, oh, as for that girl, she doesn't know anything, or that girl, she lacks self-confidence, that is somebody's opinion. Is that your own opinion? So you are going to allow yourself to let whatever the person said affect you, or whether you decide to throw it away and move forward because you know that deep within yourself, you are a self-confident person, right? And that is very, very important. And those are the skills that a school tries to inculcate in you or develop in you, and that is why they try to put you in groups, they try to put you together to work on different projects and for you to come out successful, okay? So the 5 sets of self-competencies that you learn in school will include self-management, self-awareness, social awareness, responsible decision-making, and then relationship skills, okay? So self-awareness skills involves recognizing and understanding one's emotions, your personal emotions, okay? And strengths, weaknesses, values, and goals. So if you know your strengths and you know your weaknesses, you will harness your strengths and try as much as possible to work on your weaknesses. We are all not perfect, okay? We are not 100% perfect, but we know that there are certain things that we are good at and there are other things that we are not good at. And so for what we are not good at, we try as much as possible to work on them on a daily basis. You can't do it in a day, okay? So you work on them on a daily basis, and it goes a long way to help you. It goes a long way for you to achieve your goals, okay? And if you develop a sense of confidence, in developing a sense of confidence, you would have practiced everything that I have already spoken about. Your exercising in the morning, your tenacity to wake up in the morning, to do things and prepare yourself for the day and all that. You realize that will go a very long way to make your life easier, okay? There is also the ability to take perspective and empathize with others from diverse backgrounds and cultures. So as we are all here, we are not the same. Like I said earlier, we come from different backgrounds. There are people who see themselves as rich, and there are people who see themselves as poor. Different kinds of things that goes on when we are in school. How are you able to respect where everybody is coming from and treating everybody equally as much as possible? Do you understand? The fact that you are rich doesn't mean that you can only relate with the rich people in your school. Today you might be rich, tomorrow you might be poor, right? Depending on whatever you do with your life. As much as possible, let's try and have empathy, okay, or compassion for every other person. In a group, don't expect to be in a group with only the people who you think are smart, okay? Because the one that you think is not smart can give you an idea that can even sort you out for life. So let's try as much as possible and have a mixture, okay, of and let's not make somebody's ideas or contributions stupid. You never know the kind of thing somebody will say that would actually be what will put you up there in future, okay? We also discuss, or we are also going to be talking about the responsible decision-making skills. Okay, it is not every decision that you take that is going to be ethical and constructive for your well-being. Okay, when you are making constructive decisions, you need to take into consideration social norms, ethical standards, and well-being of the other people that are around you or in your community. Okay, it means so much so that your decisions should be able to affect people positively. Okay, when you take a decision, or when you say something, or you put something out there, think about how it's going to affect the person. Some people have failed in life just because of one word maybe their friends said to them when they were in school. Okay, and it destroyed them for the rest of their life. So anytime you open your mouth, or you take a decision, or you want to say something to somebody, as much as possible, try and think about it. Put yourself in the person's shoes and ask yourself that if somebody said the same thing to me, would that be something that I will be okay with? Okay? As much as possible, let's look at all those. We are in school here to create relationships, okay? And it is we don't live in an island as a person. You don't live on an island or in an island. You definitely live with people. So it is very important to create healthy relationships, okay? If I say healthy relationships, like I always say, everything is not perfect. You build and work on relationships and you maintain relationships, okay? Some of you over here, in future, your jobs will be guaranteed by your friends or your mates. You never know where you end up when you leave here, okay? But just because you had a good relationship with somebody over here when you were in school, your tomorrow might be guaranteed because of that person, okay? So don't underestimate anybody when you are in school. You never know, right? You never know. So let's build very healthy relationships. That's why in the universities, as young as you are allowed to engage in any relationships as possible as you want to. Nobody restricts you. You are on your own to create your own decision, your own relationships and everything. Make sure that the relationships you are creating over here are very constructive relationships, okay? Tomorrow, somebody over here might be the president of a country or this country, and you might need that connection to put yourself somewhere or to do that contract or to, to build that or to get that job, okay? So try as much as possible and build very constructive. Be good to everybody. Be open-minded. Be friends with everybody. It doesn't take anything from you, okay? So in a nutshell, this is everything I've been trying to talk about, yeah? And in conclusion, I just want to say that you will not do whatever or achieve whatever it is you put your mind to achieving in a day, okay? It takes consistent effort. It takes resilience. It takes a lot of confidence to approach life in a certain way, okay? And all the experiences and everything that you are gathering over here are the tools that you are going to be needing in future to get to wherever and to maneuver life in however way you want it to be, okay? So, to feel more confident, okay, I like to say to people that positive thinking every single time on a daily basis, even that is difficult. It's very easy to think negatively about yourself. When you wake up in the morning, the very first thing that comes to your mind is a negative thought. If you doubt me, pay attention to it tomorrow morning when you wake up in the morning. You see, what you have to do is to intentionally try to tune your mind to something positive in the morning. So you tell yourself, today is going to be a good day for me. Today I'm going to be able to do this. Whatever it is that you've set out to do in the day, make a conscious effort to follow it. Don't make yourself think one bit that you cannot achieve anything you put out to do in the day. Okay? And it is the daily activities that you perform that would definitely put you in a place where you are different from the other person. Okay? I'm done. And I would like to take a few questions before, and I'm sure in answering those questions, I might bring in my personal life stories. Okay? If you have any question at all, you can ask me and I'll answer.
Thank you for your lecture. My question is, whilst you were speaking, you mentioned that we should have confidence and not let people talk you down, you know. But if, for example, I feel like I can sing, like, to me, like, I'm that good, I'm all that. But in reality, I'm actually just disturbing people's ears. But, like, truly, I'm confident. But I'm actually confident. But, like, at what point in time do you know that your confidence is, for lack of a better word, leading you astray? Like, you should actually listen.
You know, it's very easy for somebody to think of you as being complacent if you are trying to show how confident you are, or trying to let people know that you know within yourself that you are good, okay? It's very easy for those who are looking at you from the outside to think that you are complacent. Don't let it get to you at all. You know within yourself what you're good at, right? I don't know how you yourself, unless of course you are not confident within yourself, right? That is when you think that the people who are outside rather are the people to determine whether you are confident or not. Once you are confident, you are confident. It doesn't matter what somebody is doing out there or what somebody is saying out there. You don't need to prove to anybody that you are confident or you have it all, or you know what you're doing, or you know what you are capable of doing. You don't have to prove it to anybody. Your life and what you do yourself, that is why you shouldn't deceive your own self. You have to be truthful to yourself. Okay? And once you even think that you are confident, you work on yourself to put you into that position where you are truly confident. So if somebody says, oh, you are going to be doing it, look, trust me, standing in front of you and talking to you is not an easy task. You are all looking at me and I'm thinking whether, hey, is my hair okay? Or is my shoes okay? Or this and that and that. But you need to overcome that fear. When I started, you saw me fumbling a little because the tension is high. And that is the truth. And I can be truthful to you because I have been through whatever you have been through. Okay? So I can tell you and I can accept my faults. I can also tell myself that, oh, when I started, I didn't start well. And I don't care whether you people think that I don't know what I'm talking about or whether I'm good at what I'm saying. I know what I came here to do. I came here to impact knowledge. As much as possible, I am not perfect. I can make mistakes. And so when it happens, the fact that I'm able to bounce back, to take it up from where I made a mistake, is the most important thing. Do you understand? So nobody can tell you whether you are confident or you are not confident. It's you who can tell yourself that you are confident. Okay, so let me tell you something. I went to uni when I was about 32 years old. Okay? When I finished secondary school, I went straight to work. I got a job. And so I worked for over 12 years. And when I went to school, I had already had my 2 kids. Okay? My older kid was 2 years old, or going to 3 years old. And my younger one was barely 9 months old when I went to uni. And this was in 2014. Okay? To take you back again, when I finished secondary school and I got my job, I worked so well. I don't know, but naturally, I'm very serviceable. I like to work. It doesn't matter whether I know it or not. I'm ready to learn. Okay? And that is what actually put. So my bosses used to say, whatever people go to uni to go and study, you know it already. So why do you want to go to uni? My bosses always told me not to go to school because I have what it takes already. But you see, just having what it takes doesn't put you where you need to be. Okay? You need certain documentation. You need certain papers. You need certain certificates that will put you, that will put you where you need to be at the right time. Do you get it? And that is why I sat down and reflected within myself and told myself I needed to go to school. At the time that I went to uni, I was taking care of 5 children, 5 kids. Okay? You don't want to know why I was doing that. But I went to school with that. And when I was in school, I told myself I would never resit any paper. With all the hassle that I was going through, I told myself that I was never going to rewrite or resit any exams. Okay? And trust me, that is what I did. With all my hassle and everything, I graduated with a 2nd class upper. It was only a few, it was about 2 points. I just had to make 2 more points to get a 1st class. Okay? And so this is just to tell you that with determination, you can do anything. Going forward, I went on to do my master's. Okay? And currently, as I speak to you, I am in school doing law. With all the things that I do, with everything that I have to manage, I manage about 3 different outlets. Okay? I manage an office, I manage a home, I manage kids, and I am still in school. Trust me, it's not easy. Okay? Nobody said it's going to be easy, but everything I've spoken to you about earlier on, if you are able to get your mind in that position, there is nothing that you tell yourself that you cannot do. Okay? Some people, as soon as they have a child or 2, they leave their bodies. You are coming up. That's why I'm talking to you like this. Okay? Very soon, a lot of you are going to be mothers. The minute you do that, you're going to be leaving your bodies like, hey, because everybody thinks that when you have children, this is how you are supposed to look, so it's fine. I can look like that. No, it's not okay. It's not fine. You need to be able to pick yourself up immediately after childbirth. Anytime I give birth, I give myself 3 years. And you see, I'm only saying this because I want you to understand that when you set goals for yourself, you must achieve them. Don't go back on your own words. Okay? Once you set out to do something, make sure you achieve it. And you can only be truthful to yourself and not the next person sitting by you. Okay? As much as possible, you don't have to impress anybody. All you have to do is impress yourself. Okay? Currently, I know my age. Don't let me deceive you. I'm 43 years old as I stand in front of you. I am a mother of a 16-year-old, and I have a 14-year-old son. Okay? Anytime I go to their school, their peers are like, is that your mom? Is that your mom? And everything. It doesn't come on a silver platter. No, I just want you to understand. It comes with a lot of work. Okay? It comes with a lot of work. On a daily basis, how you live your life will definitely determine how you look when you grow up. Okay, so I'm only saying this because if some of us had started, maybe I must have started earlier, so that is why I'm in front of you talking the way I'm talking. And I would love that you also try to put yourself in that kind of a situation where nothing will shake you. Okay? Nothing should shake you at all. Look, when you become a wife, make sure you are the best wife. Okay? When you get into an industry, make sure, okay, that you are the best in that industry. When they are looking for somebody, you are the one they are calling. It doesn't matter what you do in life. It doesn't matter where you find yourself. It doesn't matter whether you are underprivileged or you are overprivileged. Whatever you set out to do, I keep telling you that if I even tell you about my childhood, you will be shocked how I got here. Okay? I don't think I'm one of those people that nobody even had dreams for. Nobody even thought I could do whatever I do today. Okay? The mere fact of where I'm coming from. You see, you can be coming from the lowest of places, but you have the responsibility to put yourself in the highest of places. Do you understand? It's nobody's responsibility to put you where you yourself want to be in life. And a lot of you are fond of blaming your parents. A lot of you do that. You keep blaming your parent, and she didn't let me do this, and he didn't let me go here, or he didn't let me do, and because of that, I'm not going to do well. It's not going to affect your mom or your dad in any way. It's going to be affecting only you. Okay? I tell my children all the time that, look, the minute you turn 18 years old, whatever you do with your life, it's your business. It's your business. If you like, eat, sleep, and watch Netflix, or eat, sleep, and be on social media, it's your life. Okay? If you want to make a difference, you have to oversee all those. You have to oversee all those, or overcome. The pressure is so much that everybody wants to go on social media. Even we as parents, sometimes we are tempted to be there. And you know when you are there, before you know it, 3 hours is gone by, and you don't even realize that 3 hours has gone by. It's very nice when you are there. Okay? But the discipline, the self-discipline is what is going to take you to places. In the morning, it takes a lot for me to wake up at 4. But because it is something I've been doing all the time, automatically when it is 4 a.m., my eyes open. My eyes open. I'm sure when you follow me, you see a few videos of me in the gym and everything. And you know, I like the fact that my daughter looks at me and she also wants to do whatever it is. That I keep telling her that she has the manual. Okay? Some of you, once in a while, you get to meet me for me to tell you this and motivate you. But she has no reason or no excuse not to even do better than I am doing or I do. Okay? So you have to make it a conscious effort. If your parents are not rich, are you telling me that you cannot be rich because your parents are not rich? You can do it yourself. Okay? I always say that I was never born with a silver spoon in my mouth, but I intend to put a silver spoon in my mouth myself. Do you get that? Do you get that? So the onus relies on you to put yourself where you want to be. Okay? It's on you. It's on you. Your parents have done their best. They've given you the basic thing you need in life. The rest is for you to take it up. Be the best wherever you find yourself. Any other question, please? My kids, from a young, you know, when you are doing one thing, don't think that it is only that one thing that you have to be doing. You can be doing other things, and that is how you build your multitasking skills. Okay, for you to be able to do so many things at the same time takes training as well, and takes building yourself up to be able to do those things. For instance, as you are in school, you should be doing other curricular activities. Okay, do other things that will add value to yourselves. As women, and I'm very passionate. I'm not biased. Okay, because I have a son, I have sons, I have daughters, but when I'm talking, I'm more tilted to the girls or to the women, because most of the time you feel they are the most vulnerable in society. But like I'm saying, as a woman, if you build yourself up, if you add value to yourself, there is no man that can take you for granted. Do you understand me? There is no man that will pick somebody over you. It doesn't matter whether physically you look beautiful or you are whatever, or you have the Coca-Cola body shape or anything. Honestly, for you to be truly hot and sought after, you must build value. You must create value for yourself. It's not only the books. It's not only that she's the smartest in the class. No. It should be that, as for that girl, she's very resilient. She's confident. Give her anything, she can do it. She will handle it. Please talk to my wife. That's the kind of thing we want to be hearing. Do you get me? That's the kind. Oh, as for my wife, she's the best negotiator. She will deal with it. She will handle it. You leave it to my wife. Do you get what I mean? Those are the kind of things we want to be hearing. And not because you need somebody to marry so that you'll be safe. No. You are safe already. You are going to adapt to whoever is coming to marry you. That is what we are talking about. Yeah? And it all depends on whatever you do now. You can't do it tomorrow. It has to be today. It has to be now. So start taking whatever it is you are doing over here seriously. Don't let people be chasing you to come and do something that is good for your future. You are the one going to benefit. Don't let your parents be chasing you. Learn. Take a book, read. No, be curious. Be ready to want to know why this person is doing this. At a very young age, I used to tell my kids to look out for Richard Branson. Look out for all the big people you know. Mention them. The successful Elon Musk, whoever. And I keep telling them they don't have two heads. When they are walking, do you see they have two different heads on their head? They have only one. They have only one head. I keep telling them, and I always tell them, go and Google them. Find out the things they did to put them where they are. And they will tell you all for free. Make a conscious effort. When you make a plan for yourself, in the next 5 years, give yourself goals, okay? Tell yourself and write it down. And every morning when you get up, look at it. And once you do the main goal and then break it down into little achievable ones or deliverables. I'm sure by now you know what deliverables are. And when you reach a milestone, celebrate yourself for reaching that milestone. Okay, so in the first year of your 5-year term goal that you set for yourself, when the 1 year comes, ask yourself whether you have achieved that goal in that 1 year. The medium term one, the 3rd year, ask yourself, have I achieved the goal that I set out for myself that I'll achieve in 3 years? And then the 5th year, if you haven't, go back and evaluate and make sure whatever you haven't achieved, put it down and add new ones to them. Every time be busy. Be busy doing something. Don't just sit and say, oh, as for today, I'm free. I don't have anything to do. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Yeah? As I stand in front of you, with everything, I'm still learning. Don't stop learning. I'm still learning. When I see somebody who has reached somewhere that I want to go, I'm curious to read about the person, to know what it is that they have done to get to where they are. So let's keep doing that. Keep being busy. Don't find, the devil finds hands for what? The idle hands, right? So always make sure you are busy doing something, practicing whatever it is you want to be in future. Practice it now. And most importantly, positivity is what makes it all a whole. If you are not positive, if you are not determined, if you are not positive about what it is that you want in life, it will not happen. Have faith, believe in whatever it is you want to do, believe that it will happen. Just think about it. Okay, there's this book that I read, and that changed everything for me. It's called The Secret. I don't know how many of you have seen The Secret. Go and look for it. Google it. The Secret. Just read that book. It is not any occultic book or anything. It's just re-emphasizing what the Bible said. That if you have faith, as little as a mustard seed, you could tell this mountain, and it is not like physical mountain, but whatever hurdle it is you have, you can tell that mountain to move and it will move. Do you believe in that? And that is basically what The Secret tells you. Just make the plan and watch it fall through. Tomorrow, in 5 years' time, or even 6 years' time, a lot of you will remember me. And you will remember this day. And you will say that whatever she said that I followed, I have achieved it. And if you can reach me, look for me and tell me. that whatever you said to me on this day, I followed it and I have achieved it. And I'll be so proud of you. You know, a lot of us in Africa, we always look down on ourselves because we feel Africa is being looked down on. So we all follow the trend. And we say, oh, Africans. No, we can make a change. If you go out there, you realize that most of the people that are doing great things are black people. You are not different. You are not different at all from that. And that is why we need to build leaders. We need to bring up leaders that will change our situation. Ghana needs great leaders like you. Okay? I'm still a youth, even though my daughter calls me old, but I don't mind. Because I don't see myself as old. And so when she says it, I don't care, right? That's the kind of attitude you must have. And that is what I have. Okay? No matter what name somebody calls you, but since that is not what you are, it shouldn't bother you, right? So the responsibility is now yours to carry. You are the people that are our hope. You are the people that we believe will change Ghana. Anytime I drive on the streets of Ghana, I feel sad. And I keep telling my children that your responsibility to change this is here. So start thinking towards that, start thinking in that way. Start thinking that you have a country to redeem. You have a country to work on. When you travel, most of you travel a lot. When you go out there, you see the streets. You see the streets. When you see their streets and you look at ours, you think whether you'll be telling yourself, do we live in a zoo or something? Yeah? So let's try as much as possible to have that kind of mindset. I'm sure I've spoken. My kids, they think that I talk too much, but I'll keep saying it. I'll keep repeating it. Until you get it, I will keep talking. Okay? And it's for your own good. It's for your own better future. We can do it. It's not difficult. It's not hard. We need a lot of you doing what we are supposed to be doing to be able to get there. Don't take your being here for granted. You are here for a reason. We are all leaders. You are a leader. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You are not here to go and serve somebody later. Even if you are serving, you should be serving from a leadership position. Okay? And that is where you belong. And I see a lot of potential in our young people today. We were timid growing up because we were told this is what you are supposed to do. No, don't do that and all that. You, for some reason, you have been left to take your own decisions because you have potentials in you. No, a lot of the times, when our parents talked, we were not able to even talk back or even look them in the face. You couldn't even look at your father like this when he's talking. But today, what do we see? You people, if he says, this is what I want, you say, no, I won't do that. Why do you think I should do that? He has to explain to you. We didn't get those explanations. Okay? But you are lucky you are here today doing all the things that you want to do. At least most of you are. Yeah? Or you were forced. Is any of you forced to do something that you are not supposed to be doing? Or you want to sing and they say you shouldn't sing? No, if they did that, it means that apart from singing, you have to get something to show. Okay, so you can be singing and be doing that at the same time. Nobody is stopping you. Okay, just make sure you are doing what you love. And that is what will translate into money or wealth or whatever or wherever you see yourself. Okay, any more questions? Does anybody have a question? All right, in the absence of more questions, I would like to bring my presentation to an end. I hope I hope I have inspired you enough, and I hope to see you tomorrow smiling, okay? To have achieved whatever it is your goal is to achieve. Thank you very much.